In the book, Let Us Have Faith by Helen Keller, 1940, she states, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Traveling is important to grow who you are as a person, but we need to take care of our roadways and bridges so that catastrophic failures like the Interstate 35 West does not occur again. It is important to learn this information so that we can better further our futures. I've spent hours researching this particular bridge failure. The Minneapolis I-35 West is a high traffic bridge that failed, causing mass casualties and could have been prevented. This is a replica of the bridge that the Mississippi would run up under. To understand why the bridge failed, we have to go back to the beginning. Interstate 35 was suspended over the Mississippi River in Minneapolis and had become a major roadway. The bridge dates back to 60 years. According to the MNopedia, the article named Interstate 35 West Bridge Collapse by Ramiro Cruz, 2019, states that the bridge was designed by a civil engineering company called Serdup and Parcel. The article also states that construction began in 1964 and opened to public in 1967. The interstate is a vital mode of transportation, and thousands of people use it a day. According to the newsroom from University St. Thomas Convent in 2014, states, the I-35 West Bridge citizens would use to drive to and from downtown Minneapolis, crossing 1,907 feet over the Mississippi River. According to the Minneapolis Legislator Reference Library, the article Minnesota Issue Guide Minneapolis I-35 West Bridge Collapse states that the bridge is very busy and loaded with rush hour traffic and ongoing construction of that day. August 1st, 2007, the bridge failed. Vehicles and concrete fell to the Mississippi River. The collapse caused devastation, and there are many theories as to why it failed. Mass casualty is defined as 10 or more deaths, and this supersedes it. According to Minnesota Legislative Reference Library, the article Minnesota Issue Guide Minneapolis I-35 West Bridge Collapse states within seconds the bridge collapsed, sending thousands of feet of bridge into the Mississippi River and its banks. The article also states the bridge failure pulled down 111 vehicles, causing 13 deaths and 145 injured. The failure occurred because problematic decisions and rush hour traffic. The website NPR has an article named 10 Years After Bridge Collapse, America is Still Scrambling by Schaefer in 2017. It states that the plates that held the bridge steel beams together were half as thick as they should have been, and 300 tons of construction materials were stockpiled on top of the bridge that day. According to the newsroom from University St. Thomas, the article Lessons from a Broken Bridge by Convent, 2014, states that increase of weight and construction and the traffic above caused the plates to fall. Death and destruction could have been avoided. These are images from the bridge collapsing. The first image is from the website MNopedia, article named I-35 West Bridge Collapse, written by Ramirez Cruz in 2019. The second one is from the website NPR, the article named 10 Years After the Bridge Collapse, America is Still Scrambling by Schaefer in 2017. Infrastructure needs improvement to fit the needs of today. This collapse definitely could have been avoided. The Retro Report video named the Minneapolis Bridge Collapse that sounded the alarm of the U.S. infrastructures by Eisenberg 2024 states that there was an investigation that revealed the bridge was rated poor conditions for over 17 years. The Minnesota Legislative Reference Library has an article named Minnesota Issue Guide Minneapolis Interstate 35 West Bridge Collapse. And it states, inspection reports highlighted concerns about the structural integrity of the current bridge. As we evolve as humans, so does technology and our needs from our bridges and roadways. The United States Department of Transportation Federal Highway Administrations has a report named State of the Practice and Art of Structure Health Monitoring of Bridge Substructures. It states that there are 3 study phases. The first one is real-time monitoring of construction loads and drill shafts, as well as foundations. And lastly, it also says a long-term monitoring bridge loads performances. According to Structure Magazine, the article, the new Minneapolis I-35 West Bridge, new bridge is 1,203 feet long, made of 2 concrete boxes joining together. The new structure will allow the bridge to keep standing for years to come. This vest is a reminder of all the construction workers that made it hasty rebuild to the new bridge. In the city of Minneapolis, suspended over the Mississippi River, is the I-35 West Bridge as a major roadway leading to downtown. This failure of the bridge caused mass casualties and definitely could have been avoided. Engineers took precautions when building a new bridge and allowed for better monitoring. The United States needs to work on the infrastructure of roadways that currently exist. Everyday life, you could be driving over a bridge that is in desperate need of repairs. We need to take responsibility to make our roadways safer.